So to start the story today, I'm going to rewind to 2002. I was in the police academy at the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center in Hutchinson, Kansas, and was getting started in my full-time police career. And it was a dream come true for me. That was something that I'd always wanted to do. And so I'm at the police academy, and we had 14 weeks at the academy, and so about halfway through came my favorite part of the police academy, which I didn't know that it would be my favorite part, but during the training I discovered that it was, and that was driver training. And so we had a week long of just being hot rods on a driving course and driving cars really fast in really tight spaces. We had a course set up with cones and barriers and stuff like that we had to drive around and drive through in between. And basically, we all started off, and we weren't that well-honed of drivers. And we loved driving fast, all of us, because we're cops and we're into excitement. But none of us had really honed our skills, and that was the whole point of the course, and to spend an entire week, an entire 40 hours of teaching us how to drive really well and to drive with precision. They actually call it a precision driving course. It's the emergency vehicle operations course, and it's called a precision driving course. And during that week, I discovered that that was really my passion within the law enforcement career, was that I wanted to be the best driver, and I wanted to teach others how to drive really fast and really safe. And so during that week, it's interesting because we started the week, and all of us were we were hitting cones, the cars were spinning out of control, we'd be doing 360s and lose control. That's how we started. But by the end of the week, we were much more precise drivers, and we could do some incredible things with those police cars. Take them from 0 to 60 really quick, and then back down to 0 again really quick. And we could do what's called threshold braking, where you get the maximum amount of braking efficiency out of the car, but without squealing the tires. And we could corner fast, and we could do all sorts of impressive stuff with those cars. And I decided, man, this is what I want to teach. And so it took me 5 years after that, and multiple presentations to the chief of police to get me to start a driver training program within my own police department, and to be able to go out to Golden, Colorado, where I got to spend a week at the Colorado State Patrol Academy on a mountaintop, on a mesa, driving on that course with a bunch of other hot rod police drivers, and becoming one of the best police drivers in the country. And I started teaching it. And you know what was interesting is, as I started teaching driving to these other officers, I was reminded as I would start the courses, and they'd be flubbing up, they'd be hitting cones, and they'd be spinning out of control and peeling out, and I saw how sloppy of drivers they were. It reminded me, and it took me back to when I had that first class at the academy. But it was interesting because now I could drive that car through that course and maneuver it through that course effortlessly as I talked and demonstrated the principles that I was teaching these guys and girls. And it was amazing to me how just over a few years, and over continuing to educate myself and stay current on those skills, and then beginning to teach those skills to others, how it became an effortless thing to me. It was no longer work to keep the car in between the cones. I didn't have to think about or do any guesswork when it came to threshold braking or cornering just right. And it was just effortless. So here's the moral of the story, and this applies to your business, this applies to your life, this applies to everything that you do. As you learn, and as you continue to fill yourself with new knowledge, and you apply the new skills that you learn, as you do that, and you begin to teach, if you teach what you learn, it becomes more a part of you. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. If you're learning things, which you are, right? Everybody that's on here, you're interested in learning, and we want to improve, right? We want to get better all the time. If you're learning, start teaching. Start teaching what you're learning. So if you have a business, start teaching your business team what you're learning. If you go to work and you're an employee and you have a team at work there that you work with, teach them the stuff you're learning as you go away to the special trainings and the seminars and stuff like that. Or as you're reading a good book, share from what you learn in the book. Teach the things that you learn, and as you teach, it becomes more a part of you, to the point where it's just a natural part of your thinking and functioning. It's effortless to you. That, if you do that, will develop you as a leader in your social circles, at work, in the environments that you're in. It'll develop you as a leader. It'll make you better at what you're doing. It'll make those things second nature to you. It'll be more natural to you.